I want to give a short lesson about friction and static electricity. What makes you feel the spark in your hands when you touch an object is because you have collected electrons from a certain object that your hands have rubbed to. When you feel that spark touching the doorknob, touching your friend, the person next to you when you get out of your car, it means you have collected the electrons. What is electrons? Electrons are found in an atom, which the atom has a subatomic particles called proton, electron, and neutron. These electrons are a charge which are very, 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 very sensitive to the positive charge. Whenever you touch an object, you will feel the spark, which will send a reflex response in your body. And as it sends a reflex response in your body, it will make you I feel something like somebody is shocking you. No, they're not shocking you. It is the electron jumping from you to the next person. As a child in grade 8 who want to understand what's happening, understand that electrons are generated when two objects rub each other, and they will create a spark because they will move from one object to the next just because the other object has got more protons, and that's why you feel that spark. So understand that you are not being shocked by just electricity, but it's an electron. But this electron can be dangerous when you are in a garage if you don't switch off your car when you fill in the petrol. Know that in the garage, petrol is smelling, and that smell of petrol can make, we call it a fuel vapor. That fuel vapor, if there is a spark of an electron that is skipping from another object, it can cause an explosion in that garage. That's why we're very, very careful not to be using our cell phones in the garage, but we don't listen. We phone anyway, but it is very dangerous because there are electrons all over. Electrons can cause an explosion. Electrons can cause a dangerous spark, which this dangerous spark that I can talk about is when there is lightning. So when there is lightning, it's better to switch off your phone. It is better to switch off your television. It is better not to be connected with anything electrical anyway. Why? Because if the clouds are rubbing against each other, the electrons are charging the clouds. They're charging each other. So the clouds in the below surface of them, they collect more electrons, and the protons go on the upper surface of the clouds. When they go on the upper surface of the cloud, the electrons will jump from the clouds to the surface of the earth. Why? And why? Because there are more protons on the surface of the earth, on the top layer of the earth, while they are the electrons are underground. So any tall thing, tall object, tall tree, you as a human being walking on the road, when there is lightning, the spark will strike you. Lightning will strike you because you are the tallest object on the ground. And don't run under the tree because the tree is the tallest object. Just as the tree is the tallest object, it will strike the what? The tree. And if you run under the tree to hide during lightning, know this, the tree have more protons, and lightning has more electrons. So the electrons will skip from the cloud to the tree, and you hiding under the tree, the electrons will strike you, and then lightning will strike you, and you can die. So it is very, very important to understand that electrons are charges that can jump from one object to the next. So when they jump from one object to the next, it will generate a spark. And that spark is the one that shock you. You can also do it for yourself. You take a ruler, you wrap it in a cloth, you wrap it with a cloth. And when you wrap it with a cloth, you take some small papers and try to attract them together. As you attract them together, what will happen is that the electrons will skip from the ruler, which have gained the electrons, by rubbing from the cloth to the tissues. So when the electrons jump from make the small papers jump from the floor to the ruler, it means that the electrons are attracting them. There is an attraction between proton and electrons. Remember, positive and negative attract, unlike charges attract each other, while like charges repel each other. Positive and negative attract each other. You can also wrap a balloon and put it on the ceiling. When you wrap the balloon and put it on the ceiling, it will stick on the ceiling because their ceiling has not been wrapped with anything. They are neutral or positively charged. So the balloon who has accumulated the electrons through rubbing have got more electrons which will attach to the ceiling, and then the electrons will skip from the over a distance and connect to the ceiling. So that is what electrons are about. We call them negatively charged. A balloon become negatively charged. So the electrons will be skipping a short distance to the ceiling. So you must understand this, that a negative charge is created on the surface of the second material once you rub them together. That is where we get electrons. This basic knowledge builds you up towards something that as you continue with learning about electrons, about electric charge, it will make you understand where and how electricity is generated. Physical science is not difficult. Make science funny to learn. If you make passion about this, you will make learners love it. You will love it too. Do not listen to those people who will tell you that science is difficult. Science is complicated to understand. Let me tell you something, my child. Science is not difficult. You have to pay attention to that teacher who is teaching you science, especially if you are in grade 8 and grade 9. Pay more attention. If you pay more attention, grade 10 is for you. You're going to take science as your subject that you will enjoy, that you will master. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Close your ears to anybody telling you that science is difficult. Whatever you are looking around you, it's science. Whatever you are seeing, it's science. Because when we say science, we talk about what we see around us, what we touch, what we do, the things we use is about science. Let me tell you, science is just in your breath. Science is just under your nose. Science is what? It's your body. Science is everything that you touch and see. So let me tell you, I want to welcome you to my new channel. Let's learn about natural science. Parents, I want you to know that I'm here for your kids. I can help them if they have a problem with homework to solve those problems, scientific problem, especially grade 8 and 9. I want to instill the love for science. Let's go. Let's do this. Your child will be that doctor. Your child will be that scientist. Your child can be that what you thought is difficult to be. Science is passion. Thank you.